so apologies, like if things are a bit all over the place, but hopefully you guys do enjoy. And also, so when we did predictions, we also entered a prediction league, the league predictor. I asked you guys, I created a league on this little app on your phone, entered in your predictions, and to see who got the best predictions out of you guys. And I'm going to put on screen now the final standings. So well done to whoever won the league, and if you're on the top 3 as well, fantastic. You can also see where I finished as a little preview as to how his predictions have gone. But if you did finish in the top 3 in the league predictor, please private message me on Twitter. My Twitter is in the description, because I will send you a Amazon gift card as a reward. So please just message me on there with like proof that it is you have that account, and I'll give you a reward for winning that. But thank you to all of you who entered it, and time to go ahead and look back at how stupid I was. So let's get into the reaction. Alright, and let's see what I had to say. I have a feeling this is not going to go well, but we'll see what I said. Fluctuate in position. Then you have 10th to 8th, and then you have the top, 9, I would say, teams. By the way, my mic is so bad, because this is my old mic that I was using, so I mean, hopefully you can tell the difference from me speaking now and then. Let's forward it a bit. Don't hear my excuses. Alright, relegation. Enough waffling, time to make my. Here we go. Enough waffling. Let's go. Sorry if I offend your club. Anyway, in 20th place, sorry Luton fans, I think you're going straight back down, bottom place. Okay. Great story, fantastic story. The National League to the Premier League. It's Luton, isn't it? I said Luton. Looking at their squad, and it's just not really Premier League quality. You know, they might prove me wrong, but I'm looking at it, and they've made some interesting signings with likes of Ryan Giles. He's a good ball. Okay, that was bad. Great, but maybe Colin Morris could step up to the Brent. But I just don't think they have enough quality, in my opinion, to stay up. I think they could potentially pull off some upsets. Okay. And I don't think they'll just be walked over, but yeah, I do have them in 20th. Okay, so Luton in 20th. You see, I think most people had Luton down at 20th at the start of the season. I'd be shocked if anyone didn't have them at least in the relegation zone. And while they were not 20th, they were 18th. They did go down, so I did get at least one of the 3 relegated sides correct. And I was kind of optimistic about Luton. Now I was saying, they could potentially pull off some upsets, and they have done that. They put up a bit more of a fight than I expected, but I don't think it's okay. I'll take that. I have Sheffield United. Good. Okay. Yeah. Another promoted side. I like this. Going straight back down. To be honest, I was close to put them at bottom, but I think they'll get 19th. Because I have more experience in the league than Luton. Hopefully, Paul Heckingbottom has managed in the Brentford. Is my screen frozen or something? Because why did it just freeze? Okay, there we go. I was a bit confused there. Let me go back. Okay. There we go. To what they did in the Prem when they were last in there. But the main problem is goals. I just don't see where the goals are coming from. As for they've not signed a striker. Well, they have actually. They've signed Traore, but he's just some young kid. They can't really rely on him. McBurney is proven he's not really a Premier League level striker. Okay. So of course Sheffield did go down. They came in 20th. They had so much worse for season than I expected, of course. So I was one place off, but again, 2 out of every relegated sides I've predicted correct, which is good. Now, I said their main problem would be goals. goals. I mean, goals was a factor, but probably the main factor was the other end, the goals conceded. They conceded over 100 goals. They were just leaking goals everywhere. I mean, they didn't score too many either. They were just abysmal. And of course, I did not expect them to have this bad of a year. But look, 19th and 20th, both of them got down. Got them in the wrong order, but I'll take that.
I just think they lack that quality with Ilman and Diagon. That is huge.
Yep. Okay,
where the quality
let's skip. Let's see.
Defense last season. Don't see the goals coming. 18th place. Now this was extremely hard. This was actually the hardest position for me to pick.
Okay.
There was literally 11th to 18th. Any of those teams could have gone in there. Any of them.
Okay.
But I've gone for. I played it safe.
Who am I going?
2 picks, Luton and Sheffield. So I thought, you know what? Let's go for a road.
Oh no.
There's always one team.
Oh no.
Like Leicester last season.
Oh no.
Where nobody really expects.
Who the hell am I going for here?
They go down. I'm going Crystal
Oh
Palace.
my word.
Yeah, it's a bold one, but I'm going Palace.
What? Oh god. Oh god. Okay, well these predictions started off not bad and they have just plummeted. Oh my word. Crystal Palace. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to be too hard on myself here because for half the season I was kind of right. Under Roy Hodgson, they were in and around the relegation zone. So, you know, I was not to suspect that Oliver Glasner was going to come in and just completely turn them around and turn them into one of the most informed teams in the league, right? There was no way I was going to know that was going to happen. So, I mean, now it looks awful, and it is an awful prediction, but to be fair, they weren't doing well under Hodgson. As I said, I mean, I probably should have realised that, okay, Hodgson wasn't going to last the season and they would get someone in. But let's see what I said.
Now, looking at the squad, I'm thinking logically, this is why I've come to this decision.
Okay, let's see.
Their top goal scorer last season was Wilfred Zaha. He's gone.
Yep.
So they've lost their top goal scorer. Michael Elise could potentially be on his way.
Okay, he didn't.
He was probably their most creative
He stayed.
player. So that means their most creative player and their top goal scorer is gone from the team. Bearing in mind, they also struggled for goals anyway in terms of they don't have a striker. They have Mateta and Eduardo.
Oh no.
Between them, I think we'll probably get like 5 goals max.
Oh my word. Hold on. Oh god. You see, the logic was okay. And then I've just made this even worse. Mateta and Edouard between them will get 5 goals. I said Edouard and Mateta between them will get 5 goals. Hold on. Let me have a look real quick. I'm pretty sure Mateta in his last 4 games has got 5 goals. Mateta goals. Okay. Mateta. How many goals has Mateta alone got this season? Bro, what? Mateta's got 16. He's got 5 assists. Okay. Yeah, let's move on, please.
5 goals, man.
Let's move on.
They're really bad.
Okay.
Zaha's gone, Mateta's flankers come in. He could potentially be amazing.
Nope.
But he's a youngster coming into Europe for the first time. Shouldn't really be expecting too much.
True.
From him. So then, let's say Elise goes.
Yeah,
the only
he does.
other attacker in that team who I can say for sure is Eze.
Okay, let's just stop talking. Let's go.
Last season keeping him up, but
Okay, please stop talking.
of his first spell, you know, they were declining.
No.
So relegated. 18th place, we have Wolves. 17th is Wolves.
You know what? Okay, so 17th I put Wolves here, but I'm not too mad about this. I was a few places off, they finished 14th I believe, but Wolves were never really in any danger of going down. However, I'm glad I at least predicted them to stay up, because I know a lot of people had Wolves getting relegated this season, so yeah, predicting them to stay up is something at least, but I mean this isn't great, but let's see what I said. I don't actually know if Lopetegui was gone by the time I did this.
relegation. Yeah, I think Wolves, a lot of people have tipped them to go down. I do think they'll be fine.
Yep. Good.
One, because I think Lopetegui is a great manager.
Okay, well, I mean it is while Lopetegui was still in charge.
Because I do think that Lopetegui might not even be their manager by the end of the season.
Okay, well, I mean, what a prediction that was. I said Lopetegui won't even be there. I mean, turns out it was a few days probably after this he wasn't there, so that was a good prediction. But yeah, okay, not the best, but at least I predicted him to stay up.
A top quality manager in Lopetegui, bad
Stop talking about Lopetegui.
Situation, and they will get a good manager who will keep them. I have Burnley.
16th Burnley, okay.
Now, a lot of people have Burnley quite high up.
Okay.
I don't think Burnley are going to do quite as well as people think, but I think they will be fine.
Okay. Wait, hold on.
I don't think they're getting relegated.
No, I was doing so well. Everything I said was good, and then I just had to say that. You see, I was correct. A lot of people at Burnley are sort of their dark horses, like 12th, 10th. I've seen loads of people at the start of the season predict them for big things, because of course they stormed the championship. But yeah, not good prediction. I did predict them lower than a lot of people in 16th place, but still, I didn't think they'll go down, and they did pretty convincingly in 19th. So it's not great. However, I do understand because, you know, it's not often you see all three promoted sides getting relegated. There's always one that does well and stays up, usually. It was just this year, they all went down, and I'm not too sure many people had Burnley going down, so I'm not too annoyed with this one.
Vincent Kompany is a great manager. They did fantastic in the championship last season. It'll be interesting how they adapt. I
Not very
think
well.
they do lack a little bit in terms of firepower.
Yeah, very true.
But I back Kompany to do well.
No, okay.
Is Fulham.
Fulham 15th. Okay.
Yeah, I can see them having a big drop off. They were fantastic last season, but they were a bit lucky at points. They were very reliant on Burnley in goal.
True.
Who saved them a lot. And you know, Mitrovic, I don't know if he's staying or going.
He's going.
Willian. If he does go, then that's a huge loss. Raul Jimenez, I don't think is going to really feel that. Neither is Carlos Vinicius. But overall, I do think Marco Silva staying is big. I think that spine of the team, though, is still solid.
Yeah.
Paulinho, I think, will stay.
Yes. Nice. Okay. Well, I mean, I said Paulinho would stay, which is true, he did. Now, at this point, I was unclear if Mitrovic was staying or going. I predicted them 15th, they finished 13th, not too far off, 2 points off. I don't think that's too bad. You know, I didn't think, again, similar to Wolves, a lot of people had them at the start of the season getting relegated. I didn't think they were going to go down. I believed in Marco Silva, and yeah, they actually did slightly better than I thought, so not too bad this one. Okay.
Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest 14th. Okay.
I think we saw at the back end of last season they were finally clicking into gear and doing really solid.
Oh no.
I think for them, the main thing is they need to, one, keep up their home form, which I think they will do.
No, they
but
won't.
I think they also need to really, really improve that away form.
They
which
kind of
again,
did.
I think they will do. I think they will start to pick up points away from
True.
home. They became a really nasty team to play last season. In terms of like just counter-attacking teams and sitting back, and I think they'll just do that again this season. It will work and they'll avoid relegation.
Okay, so Nottingham Forest 14th, they finished 17th. I mean, they were really enthralled in a relegation battle right till the death, actually. So, I mean, this was pretty bad. Obviously, I didn't think it would all collapse under Steve Cooper. I presumed he would still be there, but things didn't go well with Cooper. They brought in Nuno, and things didn't, you know, went better, but not significantly better. So, yeah, not the best prediction here, but not the worst. I think a lot of this area is very interchangeable, so I'm not too angry about that.
13th place is Everton for me.
Okay.
I think Sean Dyche is the squad is decent, but up front it does concern me.
Very true.
If Calvert-Lewin gets injured, which will definitely happen.
Yep.
Who else is there? Dan Schumer, I think, will be fantastic.
Okay. Ruined it again. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this. I predicted Everton to go 13th. They finished 15th, but of course, that was with points deduction. If you take that on, they would have finished 10th. So, yeah, I'm not too mad about that one at all. I think it's a solid prediction. I said a lot of positive things about Everton. I said they'll be fine. I said Dyche will still be there. He is still there. I was worried about the striker and the goals, which has been Everton's downfall. And yeah, overall, I think I was right about Everton. Of course, it was a bit nervy with the points deduction, but if you take that out of it, because obviously I had no idea how it was going to happen, I was kind of right.
It is a little concerning. However, I do think
let's skip
what he's got that final position. We then have Bournemouth.
Wait, what position is it?
In 12th position, we then have
Yes.
Bournemouth. So maybe some people will see this as a bit high for Bournemouth, but I think Iraola is either going to go two ways. As I predicted it, fantastic or atrocious. It's quite a big change from Gary O'Neill in terms of style, but I think it will work. I think they've recruited some really interesting players. They're turning into quite a fun side now. Bournemouth.
This is great.
Got players who will suit Iraola, and I think his system will catch out a few people early on in the season. And I think
well, I mean, it didn't catch anyone out early on in the season. If anything, Bournemouth were atrocious at the start of the season. Things were really bad, but there we go. We finally got a bang-on prediction. 12th place I predicted Bournemouth, and they finished 12th place. And I'm really proud about that because, as I said, old me said, a lot of people think that at the time that's really high. People had Bournemouth going down. People didn't rate Iraola. I rated him, and I thought he was going to do well, and he did do well. 12th place. I'm very, very happy with that prediction. Very, very happy. Okay, let's see what's happening next.
Obviously, because we've lost their main man, Ivan Toney.
Oh, okay.
From
Brentford.
So I think Brentford will see a bit of a drop off from last season, obviously, because we've lost their main man, Ivan Toney. But I do back them to be okay still. I think you'll see a bit of a different style of play with Brentford, going from more dynamic front three of like Shard.
Kind of.
And I think it will probably work. So I have them in 11th place.
Okay, 11th place for Brentford. I mean, that is extremely high, and I don't know why I said they'll come at 11th when I was kind of bullish on them. I said, they're going to get a drop off, Tony's out and stuff, and I predicted them to come 11th. I think the drop off was a lot worse than I thought in 16th, but again, I'm not too sure how many people thought Brentford would be down there in 16th place. Not the best season for Brentford, although I do think they've been a bit unlucky this year, and not a great prediction, that one, not great. But let's go to the top half now. This is where things are really going to ramp up and get interesting. I want to see what I put here.
I don't think West Ham can have a top. Alright, now we go into the top half, boys.
Let's go.
And to be honest, I was going to include them in the relegation area, but it just made sense to put them in the top half. In 10th place, we have West Ham. I don't think West Ham can have a fantastic season, to be honest. As of right now, they've actually not signed anybody.
Okay.
Actually, that's not true. It looks like Edson Alvarez is coming through the door, but
Okay. Now, I predicted West Ham to finish 10th, but as you heard there, at the time of recording, they hadn't signed Alvarez, they hadn't signed Ward-Prowse, they hadn't signed Kudos. So, I was probably, very concerned about West Ham when I made these. I was actually kind of right in terms of they finished 9th, one place above, but I think if I had known about these signings, I probably would have boosted them up to a 9th place finish. But yeah, I think that's pretty good prediction. Let's hear what I had to say though.
Officially, they've not signed anyone. However, I do suspect that will change.
It will.
They are making moves. They are trying to make stuff happen. I think by the end of the window, they would have signed quite a few
Very true,
players.
they did.
And ninth place, I have Aston Villa.
Okay.
Aston Villa, now, this might surprise a few people. I think Aston Villa will be higher in a lot of people's lists, but so fifth
no,
in the
don't
fantastic
hear you out.
window. Emery is a great coach. They are looking really exciting, but Emery is very, very good in the cups. In the league, he's good, but he's not amazing. He kind of comes in patches. Like, you know, they'll go through Emery teams a really good spell, and then they'll have a pretty poor spell, and then they'll go. Emery teams a really good spell, and then they'll have a pretty poor spell, and then they'll go for a good spell, and it's a bit inconsistent.
They've been a bit patchy this year.
And the thing is, I think Aston Villa will probably win the Conference League. I think they won't. Very, very.
They will not.
And I think that will affect them in the
No, it will not.
bit. They might take that higher football, might not be able to go.
Okay, well, look, I predicted them ninth. They finished fourth. I was way off, but to be fair, Aston Villa were probably the overachievers of this season. I don't think many people had them in their top four. I probably had them a bit lower than I should have. But to be fair, my reasoning was okay, thinking that they were not going to be able to cope with European football. First time they're in there for a while. It turns out they are, and they were capable of doing it, and it's been a fantastic year for Villa. So, yeah, I was a bit too bullish on Aston Villa with that prediction. And yeah, I didn't see their amazing season coming.
I think in the league they might suffer a little bit, but ninth place.
Alright, what about eighth? Let's see.
Solid finish. In eighth place we have Spurs. Spurs. Sorry, Spurs fans. I know I have quite a few of you watching, but yeah. To be fair, I think Spurs will be better than people think. I've seen a lot of people, like, with disrespect to Spurs and Ange Postecoglou. I think Ange is going to do really well at Spurs, but I just think it will take some time. I think that they will start the season off quite badly and quite poorly.
Okay, so I was saying a lot of the good things to be fair. I thought Ange would do okay, but I got it in the reverse. They started the season on fire, and then everything started to go badly. But eighth place, I mean, they finished fifth. I was quite a way off, but as I said, I think a lot of people were very, very concerned about Spurs. I wasn't too concerned about them. I just thought this is going to be a bit of a long-term thing, and they'll rebuild. So I'm not too annoyed about that because I'm not sure how many people actually had Spurs finishing fifth. So I'll take that.
I have them just outside the European spots in eighth place. But that is also me assuming Harry Kane goes. If Harry Kane stays for the whole season, but I do think they probably go into that top 7. Right, European spots now, and in 7th place I have Brighton. Now, this might surprise some people. I think a few people probably have Brighton in about 9th below Villa and Spurs, but for me, I think people are underestimating Brighton and Brighton were incredible last year. They finished 5th. People forget that they finished 5th. They were fantastic. They finished 6th, didn't they? They got a Europa League spot, which is crazy. I think they'll do pretty well in Europa League. I think they did under a full season of De Zerbi. They didn't even have a full year under him. I think they could be fantastic.
So yeah, this was not a good prediction at all. I said 7th place for Brighton. I mean, they finished 11th, so I was 4 places off. Definitely a much worse prediction. They did a lot worse than I thought they would. I had faith in De Zerbi. I had faith in Brighton from what I saw in the second half of his first year in charge, but yeah, unfortunately, I mean, it was entirely their fault. They had a lot of injuries this year and were unable to really cope with European football. It's kind of funny, I said Villa would be unable to cope. It was actually Brighton who were unable to cope and Villa who were able to cope. So if I swapped them around, maybe I would have been a bit better here, but yeah, that's not a good prediction. Let's see those top 6.
They've obviously also just brought in a load of other unknown guys who are bad. I do think that they'll be able to go for the top 7 finish for me.
Come on, who's 6?
Alright, top 6 now. Top 6. 6th place it is Newcastle.
Okay.
because last year teams didn't really treat them like a big six side, whereas this year teams will now treat them as a big six side.
I mean, that wasn't really true. I mean, the biggest problem for Newcastle this season has been injuries and their depth, which I did highlight. I said they would struggle more than Brighton with European football. Not really true because Newcastle went out in the Champions League group stages. Newcastle finished 7th, I said 6th, so I was one place off. I mean, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I think a lot of people maybe actually had Newcastle a bit lower. And also, you have to consider, I was assuming Sandro Tonali was here for an entire year as well, which I think would have made a big difference and maybe have boosted them up. But yeah, they were 3 points off finishing 6th, so I don't think that's an awful prediction, but yeah, not bad, not bad.
People,
let's forward it.
I think the league, and I think their league form will take a dip, but they will still get into the top 6.
Go on, 5th. Who have I got?
5th place. 5th place.
This was going to be wrong no matter what.
Very, very
but let's see how bad it is.
But I have gone with Man United.
Okay.
Man United.
Well, I'm glad I said Man United. As I said, I knew this was going to be wrong looking at the list here. I mean, Spurs are already down there. I said United 5th. I mean, at least I didn't put them in the top 4. United finished 8th. Really, really bad year. Again, I don't think too many people expected or predicted United to finish 8th, so I'm not going to be too mad on myself here about this. But let's see my rationale for this.
I think they will just miss out on the top 4. I should probably do 4th and 5th together because it is Chelsea. It's 4th for me. The reason I've gone for Chelsea above United for top 4 is because Chelsea are only playing 1 game a week.
True.
That's one of the reasons. We're going to be fresh. United have Champions League
not for long.
with, and we saw last season they really did fatigue towards the back of the season.
Okay.
They just couldn't go with the games they were playing because their depth was just not there, and they haven't really improved their depth that much. Like they've added to it a bit, but not really. And also, I'm a Chelsea fan, so I'm slightly biased here. I'm very optimistic about it.
Okay. We'll stop talking about Chelsea for now, but love the United thing. I wasn't not too mad about it. 5th place. Some people had them in top 4, some people had them in 3rd place, pushing for a title this year. So 5th place isn't too bad. They did eventually finish 8th, so I was quite way off. But I highlighted that depth was going to be an issue. It was because they were decimated by injuries this season, and the depth hasn't been able to cope. So I was kind of right. But yeah, let's see what I said about Chelsea finishing 4th with my roast and glasses. Let's see what I said.
From Chelsea, I think we will do great. I think Pochettino with the young boys, we might be inconsistent at points, but I think they'll be refreshing. They'll play with no fear. They don't have as much expectation on their shoulders as maybe Man United do. And I think the fact that we're not in Europe, we've seen teams, like Newcastle last season, no Europe, they got into top 4.
Okay.
Most teams, when they don't have European football, they do fantastic, and I think Chelsea will get to top 4.
So I mean, I was right about a young team being inconsistent this season. Of course, we did not finish in the top 4. We finished 6th, so I was a bit way off. But I was pretty optimistic about Chelsea under Poch, and obviously I'm a Chelsea fan, so of course I was. But to be honest, this just makes me more angry about this season because you see, my key point here is, we don't have European football. We only have 1 game a week, and teams always do well when they don't have European football. And we finished 6th. I think European football did nothing for us. It did not help us at all. But that being said, I mean, luckily we salvaged the season. Otherwise, this prediction was going to look really, really bad. I was worried here. We generally could have finished 10th, and I would have predicted us to go top 4, and that would look real bad. But we finished 6th. I said top 4, 2 places off. Not a great prediction, but I mean, yeah, not the best. But let's see the top 3. I have got the top 3 correct, but what order did I put them in?
Or because of that, ahead of Man United. someone who is good enough, I think they will be fine. I think they will get third place. I think their defence is a little bit worrying, but in attack they are looking fantastic. They've got so many options, and I think that will be enough to get them into the Champions League.
Okay, so that is my second correct bang-on prediction. It's kind of embarrassing. It's taken this long to get my second prediction correct, but I was right, and I think pretty much everything I said there, I mean besides the Lavia thing, I was right about. I said that the attack would be great for Liverpool. It has been. I said the defence would be a little bit shaky. It has been. They have conceded a lot of goals in terms of they've been quite rock and roll this season. I said they would close the gap between the top two. Now I didn't expect them to be in the title race for as long as they were. Granted, but yeah, I did predict third place for Liverpool. Got it correct. I think everything I said there was pretty bang on, so I'm pretty happy with that. I said McAllister and Szoboszlai would be good. McAllister's been great. I mean, Szoboszlai meh, but yeah, okay, that's good. But the top two, this is key. Who do I have winning the league? Just don't say Arsenal. Just don't say Arsenal.
Alright, top two.
Yeah.
Arsenal and Man City. Who do I have?
I've got the top two right. But what order?
What order this season?
Come on, Fulham.
In second place.
Say Arsenal.
Man City. So I have. No, I'm joking.
Oh my god.
Man City are winning the league. Man City are winning the league.
I just trolled myself. I just trolled my future self. My heart sank when I said Man City there, and then oh my god! Thank God I was joking. Thank God I was joking. Hold on. Let's see what I said about Arsenal then.
For me, I'm just playing it safe, to be honest.
Okay.
I bottled it.
Well, I'm glad you played it safe.
Man City, they are just such a complete side. There's not really any flaws in that side. I guess you can maybe say they've lost like Gundogan, which is a big one,
True.
but Kovacic has come in. I think it will be a perfectly adequate
Not
replacement.
really.
Cavadio has come in. That's a major upgrade at the back. I
is.
think they probably now have the best defence in the league.
Best
by a
defensive
mile.
league. No, they do
I think
not.
teams will definitely struggle to score against them. Haaland is just a beast. I don't think it will slow down much. And yeah, they're just the most complete team in the league. Arsenal, I think, have strengthened really, really well, and I think it will definitely be close. But I think also Arsenal might struggle with being in the Champions League.
True.
And trying to balance that out this season. And I think what they also might struggle with is their best team. Like, they've got quite a few changes to that side. So I think early on, Arteta might be experimenting and rotating a little bit to find out the best team and the best formation and where to play certain players and what roles, which might cost them. For example, he's like experimented with Rice and Partey. He's had like Rice and Havertz in midfield. He's had Havertz as a number 9. He's had Trossard in. So I think we might see a bit of experiment, which might be to their detriment.
Brilliant. Okay, so I predicted the top 3 in the correct order. Man City first, Arsenal second, Liverpool third. I mean, I said it, I bottled it. I just went for the safe option, Man City, and luckily I did. I backed them to do 4 in a row. But what I said about Arsenal was pretty much true. I said that, Arteta would experiment early on, and particularly he did with Havertz. It took a while for him to find out where his best position was, what his best team was. I don't think I expected Arsenal to have as good a year as they did this year, though. But I said Guardiola would be a good signing. He was. Kovacic I thought would do better than he did. So yeah, this is not bad. Let's see what else. Anything else I said?
Which is weird. They almost have too much players right now. They have too. That's it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't think I'll get like 40 goals again. I think I'll probably get around 30.
Nice. Okay. So I said Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland will win the Golden Boot. I was correct. I mean, that was a safe option, and I said he would score about 30 goals. He did get under 30 goals. He got about 27, so I wasn't too far off. I didn't even realise I did these awards. But let's see what other awards I did.
Insane. Player of the Year, Erling Haaland.
else I got.
This year and be really, really good for Brighton and start to become their main striker. Breakout star, so a guy will come from nowhere. Pause. Divin Mbamba.
Okay,
from West Ham.
Nope. Divin Mbamba has barely played for West Ham this season. Who is the breakout star? Like, young players just broken onto the scene. I don't think you can really class Cole Palmer as that. Maybe. Actually, it's Kobe Mainu, isn't it? It's Kobe Mainu. Yeah, definitely wrong there. Definitely wrong.
From every club who will be the breakout star. He was a guy for West Ham, and if you want to hear my reasoning, you just watch that video.
That'd be interesting.
Most improved player for me will be
Oh my word, okay, another honker here. Mikhailo Mudryk, most improved, definitely not. Most improved player, probably Phil Foden, you know, or you could say Cole Palmer, probably Phil Foden, no, I think it's most improved.
Signing of the season, I've gone for a bit of a rogue one. I don't think many people choose him. Alexis McAllister. I think he'll come.
Signing of the season, Alexis McAllister. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, he's probably not signing of the season. I mean, if you want to see who I put as my signing of the season, then check out my tier list. I did, but McAllister's up there. He's been a good signing, and as I said at the time, that's a bit of a rogue one. I don't think many people predicted him to be a signing of the season, but I did. I'm not too mad about that. Is that all?
And I think it will add experience and will vastly improve that Liverpool team. Flop of the season, I've gone for Rasmus Højlund.
No. Actually, hold on. I'll know what I said.
I actually don't think he's going to be bad. I just think that due to the price tag, people are going to expect a lot as for him as the starting striker for United. I think he'll probably get like 6 to 10 goals, which is a decent return for his age. But I think everyone will view that as a major flop because of his price tag.
Okay, well, so I did say he would get 6 to 10 goals. I mean, he did. He got 10 goals, I believe, in the Prem. And I just thought that people would view him as a flop. I mean, I wouldn't say people view him as a flop. I think most people feel sorry for him because United have been so bad this season. He's got barely any service. The flop of the season, I mean, I don't know. That's probably tough to say. You probably have to again look at my tier list, but it's definitely not Højlund. And I think that's probably it, isn't it?
And the first manager to get sacked for me is David Moyes for West Ham. I think that goes through.
Actually, you know what? So first manager to get sacked was David Moyes. It was not. I believe it was, if you don't count Lopetegui, I think it was Paul Heckingbottom. But barely any managers have left, and David Moyes has left. I mean, it wasn't really a sacking. It was more letting go of his contract. But I was right. David Moyes would leave West Ham this season. So I guess I was correct, but I was wrong about the timing. Is there anything else?
The sum of a all-star, and I could really see them. I think he was probably leave at the end of the season anyway, but I could see them if they're not doing great, just pulling the plug straight away and going for like a Graham Potter or someone like that who's available.
Okay then, so I think that is it. Those were my predictions. Overall, I got Bournemouth correct, I got Liverpool, Arsenal and City correct, so I got 4 bang on. I got a few close ones like Newcastle, I was 1 off, Sheffield and Luton I was close with as well, so overall I definitely had worse predictions, but it wasn't amazing. I think the worst prediction I did out of this was probably Palace. It's got to be Palace going down, or maybe even Brighton getting 7th, or Villa. Yeah, I had some bad ones, or Chelsea top 4. Okay, yeah, I didn't do too well then looking back, but yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys have enjoyed, then please leave a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in another video.